Welcome to another Twilight Masquerade TCG guide. This time we're going to be looking at Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a hit and run attacker. We're going to be ranking it a B tier Pokemon because it's a fun deck to play. It can deal up to 240 damage, which is really good for a single prizer. To deal 240 damage, you have to shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards back into your deck, which means that you can pivot in disruptive support Pokemon, like Mimikyu, that has the safeguard ability to prevent all damage done from EX and V Pokemon. There's also Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX with its Cornerstone Stance ability, prevents all damage from attacks done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon that have an ability. And then finally, as another option, you can use Iron Jugulis, that with its automated combat ability allows you to put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So in combination with the 240 from Poliwrath, you're dealing 270 damage. Its HP and retreat cost don't matter because it's going to be getting shuffled back into your deck. Its second attack, Hypnosis, is a nice stall option. So if you're struggling to get energy to do jumping uppercut, then you can stall your opponent out for a turn. Taking a look at its pre-evolutions, Poliwhirl, pretty much the same as Poliwrath. It's got 2 attacks that cost the same energy. The first attack is the same, Hypnosis, so it's good for stalling your opponent if you're struggling to evolve into Poliwrath. Its second attack, Double Slap, I wouldn't advise using. It's not doing a lot of damage for the amount of energy that is required. Poliwag suffers from the same issue with its HP. It can be bench sniped by the likes of Dragapult EX. Its 2 attacks are not particularly good. I wouldn't advise using them. You really just want to be evolving your Poliwag up. Retreat cost of 1 is nice, so if you end up starting with Poliwag and you're active, you can pivot it out to put one of your stall Pokemon in. Shuffle it. Because Poliwrath gets shuffled back into your deck, you're going to need to be evolving a Poliwrath every single one of your turns, so you've always got a Poliwrath to attack with on your next turn. Here are a number of cards that are going to help you find and evolve into your Poliwraths. Irida is the obvious supporter. Ultra Ball, Rare Candies, Jax, Candice, Buddy Buddy Poffins, Artisan, Technical Machine Evolution, Arizu. You're also going to need to be able to pivot your Poliwrath into the active spot because you're likely going to have a Mimikyu or a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon in the active, stalling your opponent. So playing cards like Switch, Kieran, which can also help you deal even more damage, Rescue Board, Switch Cart, and Beach Court. To get knockouts on high HP Pokemon, you're going to want to be playing tool cards like Maximum Belt and Defiance Band. Like I mentioned, Kieran is also another option to do 30 more damage, as well as being able to switch your Pokemon. And then the last trainer card you're going to want to use is Super Rod, so that you can recover your Mimikyus, your Cornerstone Mask Ogerpons if they do get knocked out, and also have enough Poliwraths to continue to attack. Then finally, you're going to want to be playing Double Turbo Energy to power up Poliwrath's attack, as well as Reversal Energy to also power up Poliwrath. And that's it for this Poliwrath TCG guide. Let us know in the comments if there are any other cards that you think can synergise well with Poliwrath. It helps us improve, it helps other followers of the channel improve. If you enjoyed this content, follow the channel. We really appreciate the support. Until next time, that's me shuffling out again.